My name is Ryan Mullins, certified sommelier, and today we'll be pairing Chef Boyd's seared duck breast with Row 11 Pinot Noir.
Welcome to Milton's Cuisine and Cocktails, and ready yourself for a truly unique dining experience. Found in historic Crabapple, the 150-year-old farmhouse will embrace you with its charm and warmth.
With a vast selection of highly rated wines from all over the globe, Milton's has taken special care to find wines that pair well with Chef Boyd's seasonally driven menu.
What we have here today is a couple of Maple Leaf Farms duck breast. I'm getting ready to pan sear the duck breast. I have my pan on heat already. I'm salt and peppering with white pepper, a little kosher salt, and a little bit of black pepper.
Pinot Noir is like a great jazz musician. When it's at its best, like John Coltrane, it's worthy of listening to by itself. But when it's just good, it's better to blend 3 or 4 jazz musicians together. And this is where flavor in Pinot Noir works.
So as you're cooking your duck breast, you don't want to move it too much. You want to render the fat out of the duck. Very important to render the fat out where you have a crispy duck breast, which really lends to a lot of the texture there at the end of the dish. Now the duck confit, duck confit itself is duck legs that have been salted and cured. I put a little lavender in mine, cure them for 12 hours, and then I rinse them, and I cook them in their own fat. To confit means to cook in one's own fat.
One of our favorite selections to pair with Chef Boyd's pan-seared duck breast is the Row 11 Trace Venus Pinot Noir.
Now to this, I'm adding a little bit of Gorgonzola Mornay. And like I said before earlier, this is going to be my stuffing for my crepes.
The reason I love to work with Pinot Noir, and particularly Row 11 and pour it for people, is because this is a very soft, supple style of Pinot. It's fruit forward, it's easy drinking, and Row 11 is really just that.
With the sweet potatoes, I've added truffle oil. And the truffle oil goes really well with the Gorgonzola, goes really well with the confit, and then matches up really nice with the duck breast.
So Row 11 is a specialty boutique winery focused on Pinot Noir, made by a gentleman who's been making wine in California for 35 years, Ricardo de los Reyes.
Nice golden brown color, very important. You see the fat's been rendered out. Once I flip it, I'll go ahead and put it down in the oven, finish in the oven. Now to stuff these, I lay it about halfway out, spread it out thin and even. So I'll fold these in half. I fold them over once again, make triangles, lay them on the plate just to heat them through and through. So I'll start my assembly with the potatoes.
When looking at a wine list and thinking where is Pinot Noir in the spectrum of flavors, Pinot Noir really hugs the middle. Pinot Noir is the bridge wine between red and white.
And whenever you have duck, you always want to let your meat rest, whether it's any type of red meat. That way the blood disperses evenly through the meat, and whenever you cut it, it doesn't bleed out everywhere and loses temperature or so when it goes to the table. Now, duck is a classic combination with Pinot Noirs. You see how the skin is crispy? It's very important when you're doing duck. If you don't have that crispy skin, then it just tastes real fatty. So next, I'll go ahead and get some of my sweet potato pommes frites. I'll take a fried basil leaf. Now this is a dried cherry port wine duck demi. And I'll also drizzle a little bit of warm Gorgonzola Mornay over the crepes. I'll put dried cherries that have been soaking in port. And I use a little bit of duck cracklings. This right here adds different texture. Now for a little extra color, I'll put a little bit of diced tomato and just a small splash of chives. I already had chives in the crepe, so I don't want to over chive the plate. And now that we have completed the dish, this is the perfect pairing to the Row 11 Pinot Noir.
With a vast selection of highly rated wines from all over the globe, Milton's has taken special care to find wines that pair well with Chef's seasonally driven menu. Upon request, the perfect wine pairing can be found for any dish. When a sommelier, bartender, or server at a restaurant present you with a cork after you've ordered the bottle, they're presenting it so that you can inspect the cork. You can look it over, and if the top of the cork is red, like the bottom of the cork, it means that the wine wasn't stored properly, and it's probably going to be bad. Don't worry about smelling the cork, smell the wine. And if the wine smells like a musty basement or a bag of potatoes, the wine has gone corked, it's bad, send it back. The next bottle should be perfect. I'm Ryan Mullins, here with a Wine Lover's Quick Tip.
So, come to Milton's and allow our staff to sweep you away to a place that we promise will be like no other you'll find for some time to come.
I'm Ryan Mullins. Thank you for joining us at Wining and Dining Atlanta. Today we've enjoyed the Row 11 Pinot Noir, and we hope you have the pleasure to do the same sometime soon.